What's up, guys? How's it going? How's everybody doing? This schedule's not working out too well for me, is it? It's a little hit or miss, huh? I'm supposed to be on episode 13, but as you can see, I'm recording this. You're listening to episode 12. But right now, I should be recording 13. I'm behind. I'm a week behind. So this week, you're going to get a double. A double. Get dos episodes. Stein episodes. Stein. Oh, that's 2 in Hebrew. If you did not know, which I don't know who's from where, who's listening to this. So, welcome to episode 11. How are ya? I'm doing good. I'm sweaty. I'm finally over my food poisoning. My nose is a little runny at the moment because I just ate some hot soup. And if you're anything like me, your nose gets runny for some dumb reason. I don't know. But yeah, I'm doing good. Fucking, it was just Rosh Hashanah this week. Beginning of this week. It's the new year. Just gonna live this new year like it's fucking, like everything's on fucking fire. Like, in a good way, though. Everything's just like, just fucking go after it. Go after my shit. It's gonna be, I'm just so fucking pumped. It's a new year. New calendar. Year 5778, dudes. Year 5778. Come on. Get with the times. Everything you're doing was so 5777. Get up to 5778. All joking aside. I am really pumped for this year. Although we are already, the Jewish calendar and the English, or the world calendar, or the English calendar, or whatever you have, I know there's so many different calendars. There's the Chinese calendar, there's the Mayan calendar. They're all a little different. But in Judaism, the new year has begun. So, L'Shana Tova U'Metuka. Chag Sameach. So, yeah, Yom Kippur's coming up. I'm not really sure what I'm doing for Rosh Hashanah. I went home to Arizona, back to Arizona. I've been helping my friend Elena move, so I've been planning on going back to Arizona, but I was just helping her move. She's going back, so just giving her a hand with that. And just trying to turn it up in my headphones a little bit. Gotta hear myself a little better. But yeah, it was good. It was good to be home, as always. It's always good to be home for free food and a nice giant comfy bed. Not saying my bed's not comfy. I'm just saying that a giant bed is usually more comfy than a smaller bed, even though I'm only one person. It's just, I don't know. It's just a bigger bed, even though you use the same amount of space, is still more comfy, in my opinion. Yeah, I went home. I originally was going home because it was one of my new friends. Great guy. Met him a couple weeks ago. And I feel like I've known him for forever. His name's Kainoa Spencer. I'm going to link his Instagram below, but you guys need to check him out. I'm going to have him on the podcast soon, and he is just an amazing guy. He I don't know if I want to give a story away, because it's such a crazy story, but he was having an event. I'm going to save a story for when he comes on the podcast. I'm going to plan some time for maybe next in a couple weeks to have him on. So yeah, I'll just save the story. But anyway, he's an amazing guy. He had a fundraiser that was raising money for people who are amputees, and he started a nonprofit, and the money's going towards people to be able to get prosthetics to allow them to continue doing, or to allow them to start doing the things that they want to do, like run and gymnastics, climb mountains, and do all sorts of stuff. Like it's incredible what the technology is, where it has come and where it's going, and it's just so beautiful what he's doing, and I'm glad I get to know him and be able to support him with that, and be able to see where it's going. It's unbelievable. And then Rosh Hashanah, it was home for Rosh Hashanah, which was great. I got to see my brother. I haven't seen him in a bit. He like gets into these grooves where he during the school year he'll just like get so laser focused that no one really sees him for a bit, which, hey, if that's how you got to get through school, then that's how you do it. I'm one to procrastinate a lot, so I understand, and sometimes we all need that little hermited, we need to be that hermit to get shit done, and I have a feeling that's what I'm gonna have to do. I'm gonna have to for me to like get my grind going, I gotta just hermit up and turn into a little hermit crab and walk around. No, but like literally just like hermit up in my room and fucking get shit done. You always hear these people that have like made it and gone through the grind, and it's like I especially Gary Vee, who was just like in my 20s and until my 30s, I kept my head down. I kept my head down, and I didn't look up until I was where I wanted to be. And hey, if that's how it has to be, then fucking let's go. Because there's plenty of time for watching movies, or there's plenty of time for like binge watching Netflix. There's plenty of time to go out to clubs and get fucked up with your friends. There's plenty of time to sleep in when you made it, when you reach your goals. So why don't I just fucking put my head down and get to my goals? Not saying like I'm gonna get to my goals so that I can be lazy again, but I'm just saying I'm gonna do that so that I can start doing the things that I actually want to do, instead of finding like jobs that I find boring and that I'm just like, I have to be here because I need money, and instead of finding jobs that I love and being there because I want to, and the money's like a second issue. It's secondary to the whole thing. And I'm really grateful because I did just get a new job. I've been there for, this is my second week, but together it's been like 5 days, because I started last Thursday and then I didn't come back. I did Thursday, Friday, and then I had the weekend off, and because it was Rosh Hashanah, I came back yesterday, which was Wednesday, and then and then I got tomorrow. So 5 days, 2 weeks, but it's a good job. It's just, for me, it's boring. I'm just doing data entry for an e-commerce place, and I'm very grateful for the job. But I don't think that this job will do anything for me in my film career. So it's just it's just a job. So it's not like I'm learning anything special. I don't plan on becoming an e-commerce seller. So I don't know how beneficial it is to the progression of my career. But, I need to make money to eat and to live in my new apartment, which you guys are in. I'm only showing you a little bit because it is a mess. I've been in here for a couple weeks, two or 2.5 weeks, but since I've been going home, and then I got food poisoning. It's a bit of a mess. I got like shit over there in that corner. My closet is probably the only thing that is like 80% done. Otherwise, I got my bed. Well, my room is put together. Well, not real. My closet is probably the only thing that's done because the bed that I have in here is not going to be the one that stays. I'm going to go home and get my other bed, my big bed, my queen size bed, and get rid of my little tiny. That's not tiny, but I'm just going to get rid of my my full size bed that's done me well for 4 or so years. I don't know. I had it 2013. 5 years. Has it been 5 years? 5 years? 4? I don't know, dude. It's probably 4 or 5 years at this point. But it's done me well. It's a good bed, but I just, you're the bed that you slept in your parents' house, that's your bed. And I finally have a place that's big enough for that bed. And I don't plan on moving for the foreseeable future unless my roommate, Justin, does something I don't like. Just kidding. Nah, we're good buddies. It's all good. But yeah, he's not planning on moving for a while, and nor am I. I think the next time we'll move, at least me, is when I get that first $1 million check, and I'm like, hey, I'm gonna get a mansion. Nah, but who knows? Life is a strange thing. It's like a, people always say life's a roller coaster, but it's, in the sense of ups and downs and like twists that come out of nowhere, but it's like going into the, you know what it is? It's like sailing a boat across the world, and then you just in when you don't have a compass, and you don't have like a weather forecast, and you don't really know how to sail. That's what it's like. You never know you don't really know what direction you're going to. You just know like you have to go north, and so you're like, okay, that's the North Star. So if I kind of follow that, I should be good. But then you never know when the winds are coming. You never know when the hurricanes and the rains are coming. You don't know how you're going to get your food. You kind of know how to fish, but gutting the fish is kind of gross. And you didn't bring enough water. And you're by yourself. Maybe you pick up a friend along the way and then he leaves, or maybe you find a girl along the way and then she leaves. That's what it is. You're on a boat and you're trying to get to the port on the other side of the world. I don't know. That's kind of a good analogy. I like the water, so I'm gonna go with that one. It's a little hard to explain. I think that's why people just say life's a roller coaster, but. Or life's like a log ride, because sometimes it's like a roller coaster thing, but like then it splashes. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. But anyway, I love this new apartment. I got an amazing space. My roommate is awesome. Justin's the greatest. He's a true friend. I'll have him on the podcast soon. But yeah, I'm very grateful of everything that's happened up till now, and I'm very grateful for the things that haven't happened and that will happen. So yeah, man. Yeah. So tell me, guys, what'd you think of Ray? How was it having a guest? I loved it. It takes a little bit of pressure off me. I was telling Ray, I don't know if I talked about this in the podcast, if it was like, I don't remember if it was left in or if we talked about it afterwards. But I feel like it's kind of, for me at least, there's like a pressure on trying to stay entertaining. Well, obviously there is, because like I'm here to keep you guys entertained. You're here to listen. You're here to, I don't know what you're here for. I'm just talking into a microphone and you're listening. But I'm here to, I guess, give up some wisdom that I may have at my young age. My whole thing is trying to connect to younger people. I feel like there needs to be some sort of conscious awakening for younger people, and even older people. But we'll get there. But I also try to be funny. I'm not even really sure what I'm trying to do with this. I don't know if I want to talk about movies the entire time. I don't know if I want to talk about spirituality or both, or I don't know. I don't know. And so I feel like there's like this pressure to like, but it's like it's a pressure that I'm putting on myself, because literally, if you're listening to this, I don't know. I mean, I do know because I can check the numbers. I mean, they're not like extremely high, but there's still a few of you, and I really appreciate you, by the way. I love you. Thank you for listening, and you're the best. But I'm putting like this pressure on myself, and I just now realized that it's like my own pressure. Like, I can do whatever I want. It's my podcast. No one's in the other room telling me what to do through an earpiece. So I don't know what's up. But I think what it is I feel like I can run out of things to talk about, or sometimes I feel like maybe I do get boring. Maybe you guys do find that I get boring, or I think I just find that after a while I'm like, maybe I'm boring. Maybe I don't know what to talk about. I don't know. So I feel like when you have a guest, it also opens up to a deeper conversation, like me and Ray with the last episode, which you should go check out. But we start talking about people judging others, and people not having enough love, and people needing more love in their life. And I think that when you have someone, I shouldn't have started doing that. That was stupid of me. Oh, jeez. Oh, sorry. That was right in your ears, technically. It just opens up a deeper conversation, and like you can get to a place within that conversation that you can't get to by yourself, because you don't have someone else to bounce ideas off. You don't have someone to like engage with, and it's okay. Like, it's okay for me to talk to myself, because I obviously have thoughts of my own that I'm trying to express. But when you have someone that you can talk to, you can find ideas and thoughts that you might not have had, or like that maybe you've had but you forgot about, and then it's like, oh yeah, like let's talk about this, let's talk about that. So it's just like another, I don't know, it's just, I feel like it's more engaging, it's just the what am I trying to say, like I don't know the word that I'm looking for, but it's like the conversation can be endless when you have another person, because you might have an idea, and then that might lead, and then when you talk to someone, it can lead the other person into something that you didn't think it would go to, which is awesome, because conversations are awesome. So I loved it. I don't know about you, but I did. I'm definitely gonna have more guests. I'm really looking forward to it. I'm still not sure, you know. It probably definitely, I know for sure it's not gonna be every time, because uh, I know a lot of people, but I'm not sure how many of them will want to like be on the podcast per se. So um, maybe we'll have once a month or twice a month, and then like maybe it'll be like every other. I'll do like, like me alone, guest, me alone, one with guest. Maybe we'll do it that way. And honestly, it all depends on how many guests I can wrangle up. Eventually, I'm gonna run out of friends, and then I'll have to like start asking. I don't know, people on Instagram or some shit that that live in LA that I really am like inspired by, or just feel like they're on the same sort of vibration, or wavelength, if you will. So I don't know, but I'm excited to see where this goes. I'm excited to see like the type of people I talk to, and because the topics of conversation is endless, and when you find people that vibrate on your frequency, that those conversations become just insane, because you connect with someone that thinks the same way or has similar thoughts or thought processes, and the conversation just explodes, because they probably have things that you never thought of, and that to me is exciting. So Ray was the first one. He was the guinea pig of the guests, and I would have to say, after doing 10 episodes with no guests and having a guest, it was awesome. So I know who I'd like to have next. He has not responded to me. I'm trying to see if he will be open to doing it this weekend, so you guys can get to this week, and yeah, that way we can get back on track. But I mean, whether it happens this week or next week, one of these weeks you're gonna have 2 episodes. So yay! What should we talk about next? I don't know. I didn't have any like topics. I don't have anything like laid out. I don't have any. I can see if I can open my notes. My phone's over there. It's recording on my phone again. I don't know having my SD card for my computer. Oh, my desktop isn't set up to my notes. Shoot. Okie dokie, artichokely. Alright. Well, that's a bummer. Lots of boomer. Yeah, so we're recording on my phone. That's why I can't pull up my notes. But yeah, what else? Oh, you know what? I'm gonna backtrack a bit. So over Rosh Hashanah, on the second night we had. So the first night, we had dinner, Rosh Hashanah dinner. It was Sunday, and my brother came over, and it was good to see him. I was telling you, he's in his little hermit phase, but he decided to come for dinner, which was awesome, and I got to see him. It was just my parents, my little sister, and my brother. My other sister couldn't come home from college. She has too much work. So she says. Maybe she just didn't want to come home. I know if I was in school and I'm like, no, I don't. I can't. So I don't blame her. Like, she's free now. She's a freshman. She's free. She can do whatever she wants. She's got her own car. I mean, she can come home if she wants to, but I wouldn't. I lived 20 minutes from... Eventually, I lived 20 minutes from my parents' house when I went to school. Can't come home. Too much work. So, I don't blame her. But it was nice. It was nice having like a little family dinner. It was good to see my brother. It looks like he's doing really well. And I'm really happy for him. But the second night was really great. The second night was at my parents' house again, but we had more people over. Had a bunch of family friends. Just really amazing, like-minded people. We're all about, we're all about spirituality. We're all about loving ourselves, loving each other as we are, being grateful for everything. Just, being on that same frequency that I'm talking about. And everyone is just so, like, we're all the people that I was with, my family included, they're just such beautiful souls and just like great people to be around. And you can be yourself and like, no, there's like zero judgment. And the sad thing is like, that's not normal for people. Like, like you can't go outside and like people are always judged, but like the people that I was with, it's like you could be goofy, you can do whatever you want because they're going to do the same things. And it's awesome, and we need more of that. And we just got to spread that love. And it's all about love. It's all about letting go of fear, about letting go of like your ego, and really just because it's your fear of fear. You're afraid to put yourself out there. And so it's good to have a group of people that aren't like that. And so in my parents' new neighborhood, well, hold on. So my parents have these friends that live in Florida, and they said, you have to meet, they called him up one day and said, you have to meet this one guy. He lives in Arizona. We're not sure where, but we're definitely sure he lives in Scottsdale. And that's where my parents live. And they're like, okay. And so, because he said he would try to figure it out for them. And I've seen this guy before, but I didn't know who he was. I just thought he was a guy. Like, so this guy, his name is Stephonson. I'm going to link him below too, because he's amazing. He's got TED Talks, bunch of motivational videos on YouTube, Instagram. He's a speaker. I don't, I'm gonna pull him up really quick because I don't know much. Like, I don't want to speak out of turn. Because let's see, Stephonson, an American therapist, self-help author, and motivational speaker. Because he was born with osteogenesis imperfecta, Stephonson stands at 3 feet tall, has fragile bones, and uses a wheelchair. So, osteogenesis imperfecta, commonly known as brittle bone disease. Most of his bones had been broken during the delivery. Wow. And doctors warned that his parents would die very soon. But he's 39. This dude's 39. He started delivering motivational speeches at the age of 17. Yeah. So this is the guy that my parents' friends told my parents they had to meet. And, I live, and so sometimes when I was back home for like those couple weeks, I picked up my sister from school, and one day I just passed this guy in a wheelchair, and he waved at me, and I waved back, and that was it. And then like 2 weeks later, my mom's like, or my dad shows me this video of Sean doing a TED talk. I'm like, wait a minute, I saw that guy drive down on his wheelchair, like go down the street. And my dad goes, I know. We found out that he lives here and lives nearby. And they hadn't met yet, but he found out that he lives really close. And then 2 days later, my mom sees him with a buddy, and they're like on a run. And she pulls over and like gets out of the car and says, "It's a Sean. I'm Marla, and our friends told us to meet you. We live over there, and we have a gift for you, and blah 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 blah." And then my dad runs into him another day and says like some of us, like, you met my wife, and we really would like to talk to you, and so my parents own I haven't talked about my parents before. There's like so many facets to this story. My parents own a jewelry business, and this is gonna be the quick version. I'll have to have them on too because what they're doing is incredible, and I haven't talked about it. I should have talked about it, but I just like been waiting for the right time to talk about it. But I guess now is better than ever. My parents own a jewelry business, and through their jewelry business, they have created the Tree of Life Intention Stick. And it is I'll pull it out of my shirt. You can't see it. I'll have an image on the screen. But it is a necklace, and you can insert one of or up to 3 words. The necklace comes with 22 words, each word has 72 meanings, and the words vary from health, success, gratitude, faith, spirituality, oneness, love, so on. And you can put those in here, and the idea is that you insert those intentions, and by keeping them close to your heart, that you set those intentions for yourself, for your loved ones, for anyone in the world that needs it, and that the love inside spreads out, and then you live by those intentions. And the stories that have come from these intentions, from the intention sticks, are mind-blowing. Absolutely mind-blowing. My parents I'm actually helping my parents right now do some interviews. We're going to start doing some interviews and testimonials on people that have just had mind-blowing experiences. There are so many crazy stories, and the amazing thing is that so many people have it now that the people are out in public meeting, and they're like stopping each other because they notice that they have them on, and they're like, "How do you know Scott and Marla?" And they're like, "Oh, I don't. I want to meet them, but my friend gave it to me." It's like, "Oh, how do you know them?" "Oh, I've known them for 15 years." And it's like crazy. It's just crazy, like that the Tree of Life movement is bringing people together and healing people, or people are healing themselves is what I mean to say. So this is the gift that they were trying to give to Sean, and I know that's a very, very brief description and story of the Tree of Life movement. I'm going to come back to it. I promise you. I don't want to get sidetracked. Maybe if that'll be my next one. I'm gonna have to prepare a little bit more for that. I think that's why I haven't done it. I'm not prepared. I haven't prepared because there's a lot that goes into it. But that is the brief basics. The idea is to live your life with intention, set those intentions for yourself, live by them, and become the greatest person that you can be. And my dad has this great quote. I don't know if he came up with it or if he just uses it, but either way, it's an amazing quote. And he says the idea isn't to be great. The idea isn't to be great. It's to be greater than you were. The idea isn't to become great. The idea is to become greater than you were yesterday. That's it. And I love it because, today we might make a bunch of mistakes. We might do a lot of great things. And in our mistakes and in the things that we do great, there are lessons in both. And even if you have like an amazing positive thing happen to you, there's still a lesson in there that you can learn. There's something you can take from that and be like, oh, okay, so if I keep doing that, like that's how I can get to here or to there. And same thing with the negative, like you can look at them and be like, shit, okay, so that's what happened. Maybe next time you could do this, or, oh, okay, that's what needs to happen more. But if we take the lessons from the good, then we can just keep receiving good instead of negativity. So you set those intentions for yourself and live by them daily, and that's how you go. Just, you got to do it. And it's like miracles every day. My mom says I forget who she quoted this from, but Albert Einstein. She quoted from Albert Einstein. And he said, you can live every day as if miracles don't happen, or you can live every day as if you can live fuck. I'm trying to look it up. I hope I can find it. What the fuck? See, fucking, are you serious? I hate Yahoo. Yahoo sucks ass. This computer, I keep trying to program it to use Google, but fucking Yahoo won't get the hint. Oh, here we go. There are only two ways to live your life: as though nothing is a miracle, or as everything is a miracle. Boom. Because if you think that, like, if one thing happens, you're like, holy shit, that was a miracle. That, you can't... See, I'm on the side of everything's a miracle. Like, holy shit, we're alive. That's a miracle. The fact that you wake up every day, that you can see, that you can feel, that you can smell, that you can eat, that you can taste, that you can walk. And even if you can't, even if you're blind, even if you're deaf, even if you're in a wheelchair, the fact that you can wake up every day, the fact that you can stay nourished, the fact that you can live, the fact that you're just alive. How about that? Just the base fact that you're living, that's a miracle. What's a miracle? Think about it. Think about all, let's get a little graphic. Think about all of the millions of possibilities that could have happened. Like, I don't know how many sperm go into the egg, like go for the eggs, but think of all the possibilities that could have happened. I think it's like somewhere around 1 million, maybe more. I don't know. I'm not a biologist, but there are so many possibilities of who could have been born, and it was you. That's a fucking miracle. And I think once everyone shifts their mind from being that no miracles happen to miracles happen all the time, and if you just think like being alive, waking up is a miracle, that's a step in the right direction. But damn, we got sidetracked. So my parents met Sean, and they started talking, and they briefly started talking, and then they invited him for Rosh Hashanah dinner, and boom, he showed up. Just like that. He came over, had dinner with us, started talking with us. He's the greatest guy I've ever met. Fucking the best. So happy, so nice, so funny. And he's not afraid to like tell shit as it is. He makes fun of himself. He like cracks jokes about what's going on, and the wisdom that this man has is incredible. And just to sit there and talk to him, and after seeing him speak on video, and like talking and like sitting there talking with him, it's incredible. Like he's something. He's an amazing person. I'm gonna link to his socials down below, but you should check him out. We had some very great, deep conversations, lighthearted ones, dark ones, everything. But yeah, he's awesome, and it's so great that he's now part of my family's life and my life, and yeah, the people that you attract, the people that come into your life it's insane. And I read another quote the other day that said, people don't come into your life for no reason. You're either there to change their life, or they come to change your life. One of those two happens. So attract the people that you want to be surrounded with. And who knows? You're either going to wind up changing their life, or they're going to come in and fucking change you up. And it's going to be so good. So, yeah, man. 43 minutes. Damn. It might be a little bit shorter than that because I pre-rolled on the things and wasn't really ready. But, yeah. So I'm going to work on getting the guest this weekend. Get another one recorded. Definitely going to plan on doing an episode on the attention stick, and then eventually having my parents come on, because I could explain everything to you, but it's great to hear it from them. So yeah, I got some things planned, guys. I'm gonna get like a nicer setup in here. Once I have my room put together, I'm gonna get some stuff set up. I don't know if I have like a little area for the podcast. I don't know. If me and Justin decide to start up our other podcast, maybe we'll permanently put it out there in the living room. But for now, I'll do it in here. I want to get like I don't know if you can tell, but the thing that holds this microphone is not the best, so it's like gaff taped to it, and I want to get like a bendy arm, so I don't have to like use this stand. I can like adjust it, and I can like put it on my desk, and yeah, just like clean up, and like once I get my room put together, it's gonna be dope. But I don't know, like especially if I'm gonna have guests and they come here, which they probably will, or like, because it's kind of a pain to like travel with all this gear. But if I have to, I can, and obviously when I go out of town and record, like I will have to. But if I can keep the setup to here, I'd much prefer it. So we'll see, because the thing is, and I would like to be able to travel, I just need to I need to get a new recorder then. Because the recorder I have doesn't have a mixer built into it, so it's like it's the recorder, and then it runs through a mixer, then it goes through this. So it's just like a lot of bulky gear. And I so want this new H4 or the new H6 Zune, H6N Zune or whatever it's called, and that has it all, and I can plug up to 4 microphones into it. Yeah, I can just see it now. So, yeah, things are coming together, and I'm just super stoked for this new year. And yeah, guys, I think we'll end it here. I know it was a little spotty. My stories and we're a little all over the place as they normally are, as conversations normally are. I'm sorry about that. I'm definitely gonna bring back the intention stick talk. And yeah. So thank you so much for listening this week, and make sure you subscribe to the podcast on iTunes. Subscribe to the video podcast, and like, favorite, share, rate, review. And you can find me on iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher, Anchor, Castbox, Google Play, anywhere you can find a podcast, you can find me. And yeah, follow me on Instagram at Harrison Burger, Twitter at Harrison C. Burger. And you can check out my YouTube channel, Harrison Burger. That's where I put up all my art videos, but I put them on Instagram as well, and I'm using IGTV for that too. So you can, if you don't want to go on YouTube and you just want to stick to Instagram, you can go there too. And yeah, thank you so much for listening, guys, and watching. If you're watching, and I truly appreciate it. I really do, because you take the time to listen. And I just want you to know that I appreciate you listening. I hope you get something out of it. At least one thing. And if you did, and if something connected to you that you think someone else needs to hear, please send it their way. Even a past podcast. So share it with everybody. And I'll see you on the next one. Love you guys. Cut.